Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 17 of Life After Foster Child. And if you are returning, welcome back. And at the end of the last part, we aged up Alice from a toddler to a child. So here we are in Create a Sim with Alice, because of course I gave her a little bit of a makeover. I essentially gave her a new hairstyle and I gave her a bunch of new outfits. So this hairstyle she has is actually one of the new ones that came with the game update last week. It is actually one of the little boy hairstyles, but I liked it on her, so I gave it to her, and that's what she has. She has, as we already knew, her dad's eyes. I think even the shape of the eyes is her dad's eyes. We'll have to see when she becomes a teen, if we get that far, if she has his nose. Hopefully she doesn't, or she has some combination. So here is her first outfit that she has in every day, and I think the kids' little interaction with the magic, because of course they can't actually do magic in the game. It's quite cute for the spellcasters. So there is her second one right there, and her third. I kind of went with a little bit of an orange theme. I kind of do that with a lot of my kids. I don't always go completely, but she has orange. So she must have aged up with something orange, and so that made me. But here she's in blue. A little dress. And I did give her, even though I find I don't tend to use these formal outfits very much, I did give her, and that's the outfit that came with the Lunar New Year update a while back, which has different, obviously, colors and designs and stuff. And there is her third one, and that is a Get Famous outfit, but I don't think it's considered formal, if I remember correctly. I think I had to clear the category, and I think I saw it in the party outfit, and I thought, well, I think that looks kind of cute and it would work well in a formal outfit, so I just I'm quite commonly clear the filters if I want something in a different category. So for her athletic, which I don't find the kids use that much, there is her one. So obviously I use blues and oranges was sort of the color theme that I went with, and this one. So I gave her a second one, even though I don't find they use them that much. She probably won't be sleeping very much because I tend to rally the troop, but I did give her a few pairs of pajamas anyways. There's pajama 1, pajama 2, and pajama 3. So that is actually from Get Together, and this first one is from My First Pet Stuff. I actually like the pajamas that they came with My First Pet Stuff, and for the toddlers too. I use it all the time, especially for the toddlers. And so for her party wear, there's this one with the little cat on it that comes from City Living, actually, and then this one is another City Living one, which is quite cute. And then she has a two-piece outfit, which is Parenthood on the top, and the bottom, let's take a look, is Dine Out. So I thought the colors actually went together. I had a hard time trying to find a skirt that went with this top, because normally this isn't really, I often see it paired with pants and not a skirt. But I wanted a skirt, so that's why I did that. And so for her swimwear, she has this one, which is a one-piece, and another one piece, and then I think the last one was also one piece, because one pieces are easier because you only have to do one thing and not a top and a bottom. So there is one of her hot weather ones, but of course we're actually in, I think it's fall, but probably coming into winter if we're not in winter yet, because we did just have, we might actually be in winter, but it's cool. But I did notice when I loaded into the game, they're all in their cold weather clothes, and it's not even cold out. It's just cool, if I remember correctly. But so we're probably not going to see these hot weather clothes very much. There is, unless we maybe go to Sulani and it's warmer there. I don't know. I don't know. I've played in Sulani in the winter yet. There's another one, and another one, and another one, which this is actually an accessory on the bottom. It came with one of the game updates, but the top itself came with I think kids room stuff is, I think, that one. Yeah. Yes, it is. So, but it matches those bottoms, so I put them together. I thought it was cute. And then here we are. Yeah, see, this is what I loaded into the save, so they are definitely all in their winter clothes, because that was what she was wearing. So that was outfit number 2. Here's outfit number 1. And as usual, this one is actually considered a cold weather top. And the pants, usually the pants are fine. But this one, the top is not a cold weather top. So once again, I cleared the cold weather. So because they wear them inside the house, and I don't want them to be wearing only these things. Because most of them, apart from the one, this sweater here, they're all like coats, which I would think would be better outside. And I don't feel like always changing their outfits. So I just make sure, as I've said many times before, that they have clothes that seem appropriate for winter wear and they wear them inside. But of course, that does mean they wear them outside too. And again, another one. And there's her coat, her actual outdoor coat wear. And it's not that warm, but then again, it's not that cold in Del Sol Valley. So this should be fine. One thing I did want to comment on is that there is a new bug report since the December 12th game update, which has to do, from what I can gather, with spellcasters. And I think it's only spellcasters. It's not all occults. But if you look at little Alice, if you go into, we're just going to go back to everyday. It doesn't matter. And if you look at styled looks, she has styled looks. She's okay. She was born in the game as a spellcaster. We have 2 Sims who were created as spellcasters. Well, they weren't created, they became spellcasters, but this happens if you create them in Create a Sim or if they turn into spellcasters. But if you go here and you check the styled looks, they have this no results found, edit your filters to see more. And even if you clear the filters, nothing will be there. So for both Clark and for Evie, they do not have the styled looks currently as of the game update. And I know they were there before. I didn't do them with this, but in another save, I just edited some Sims and they had them before the game update because I had just done it. And of course, she is not a spellcaster, you can see, and she has all her styled looks on the cold and on the everyday. So this seems to be affecting spellcasters created in CIS and spellcasters created in the game, where you essentially go and you turn in the motes and become a spellcaster. But not for the little ones that are born in the game. Because even I checked in on little Celeste, and she has all of the styled looks for the toddler there too. So she's good to go. Everyone, if you're born in the game, you're good to go. But if you're created either in Create a Sim or in the game, then it seems like it's currently an issue. I use styled looks because I often use them as a starting point, and I might go through them and then change everything but one thing. So for me, is kind of a drag that is not working, but they have their makeovers. It's fine. I mean, there's definitely worse things, like the speed issue is probably the worst thing from the game update. So anyways, I'm going to go into live mode and we're going to take a look there. So it is Wednesday morning and Clark, I don't know that no one works today. They go to school, but they don't work today, but they go to school, I go to university, but she does go to school in 2 hours. And there, as I alluded to when I was going over the makeovers at the end and showed the one issue with the spellcasters and the outfits, there is an issue for many people that your game will just randomly speed up. And for some people, and I think a lot of people, the issue seems to be tied to having a maid and having a Sim who is working or going to school. I had it happen one of my saves. My Sim was working, but she was in a work from home career. So she was actually working, and she was working at home, and it still happened. Luckily, I was aware of it, and I had saved shortly before the maid came, so I just exited and went in and canceled the service. I think if you travel and cancel from away, that can help some people. It's not the issue for everybody, but it does seem to help a lot of people if you don't have your maid service. I think if you don't have a Sim going to school or working, you're also okay. Anyways, as a result of that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Clark and we are going to cancel our maid service because we don't want to take a chance with it. And I did do this in another one and the maid still came. So hopefully that won't happen because I don't want the maid to come. So we're going to cancel the maid service. We could possibly hire a butler because I haven't found that this is an issue with butlers, at least not in my saves. We just have to figure out what bed the butler would be sleeping in, because I do tend to notice that if I try and assign a butler to a bed in the basement, which I don't have right now anyways, that they don't go to sleep. And the rooms are all kind of accounted for right now, but of course we don't ever sleep, and I am planning on doing a couple things. One, let's check the message first before I go over that. So she's the maid is not supposed to come, so hopefully that happens. I want to move them to Brightchester because I find for the university degrees that it's easier to be in the neighborhood to attend, to go to do the classes and the whatnot. Not the actual classes, but you have to attend. Let me take a look. He's actually on a successful lineage aspiration. But if we go back over to the knowledge, the university aspiration, the academic aspiration, they both need to attend guest lectures. And I find that easier if you're in the neighborhood. Now, I'm not sure because I've always only been in the neighborhood where my sim attends university. And I'm planning to move to the university area with Brightchester, U-Bright, and not where Clark is going, which is Foxbury. So we'll see whether he can attend guest lectures in the Brightchester University area, because he's obviously not going there. So we'll see whether he does otherwise. But at least Evie will be able to, for sure. But as a result of that, I need to come up with a build for them. And it's kind of busy right now with the holidays coming up. So I'm going to be doing that in the new year, and I'll be back sort of mid-January with this family. And in the meantime, I'm going to have a Let's Play that I had said I was going to do with my eldest from my Saving Sulani Let's Play, where he's going to university. So I'm going to be following him for the next few weeks on Tuesdays instead of this family. And I'll be back around mid-January with them, and they'll hopefully be in their new house in Brightchester, in the Brightchester area, like where in Brightchester, but in the actual neighborhood where Brightchester is. So we'll be back with that. But for today, I believe little Celeste is ready to age up, and she is indeed ready to age up. So we are going to hopefully age her up today, and this might be the last day of classes for this term. Let's take a look back at Clark, and it would be the same for Clark and Evie. They have 2 days left. So we may or may not get through this last semester, but this is the last day that they're going to have their exams, even though they will have classes on Tuesday. So let's keep going. But what I want to do is, they were supposed to have fixed this ability to scrubberoo. It was there, but it didn't work. So we're going to see whether he can get it done, is what I want to do with, since he's here and not doing anything. Evie is doing some studying because she has an exam today. And I have had, did it work? Yes, it did. I have had Clark studying, but it's kind of seems a bit pointless for him to study because he's maxed the programming skill, and both of these are programming. So he will have his final exam in 7 hours. So hopefully he does okay. And little Alice, let's check her. She needs to finish her homework while focused, but I think she's already done her homework, so she's going to have to, she has to do that when she comes home from school is what she has to do. And speaking of school, let's check the lot traits. And I did already put good schools in place, so she's good to go for that. And she really goes to school pretty soon, so she can't really do very much. So we'll let her just make sure her needs are okay, which they could be better. So we're going to actually have her rally the troops so she gets better in terms of her needs. And the other issue, of course, is with the shower bath combinations. But we don't have any of those in this house, so we don't have an issue with it where showering in them doesn't get your hygiene up. But all my showers are separate, so we don't need to worry about that. So is that kept? But she does. So why don't we have her come here and wash her hands and brush her teeth? And I thought she was uncomfortable because of her orange. I thought that was like a hidden bootlet there, but her glows. She is actually fine. And Jasmine, she actually needs some hygiene too. Oh, Evie, you go to class. So why don't we stop that, and hopefully you'll go to class on your own. And if not, it's not as big a deal when you don't live on the campus, because then you get there immediately. And she's going, good girl. So you're going to go, and it's actually her exam, so we want her to get there. So we're going to go have a shower. What are you doing going sitting over there? I will have to make sure that when we get over to that neighborhood that she has a broom, which I don't think she has. Oh, wrong sim. Evie, let's take a look. Yeah, she has lots of brooms because, of course, she always gets them from the cat, which they fixed that. The cat doesn't only bring back brooms now. So, and one thing with when you go to the classes for the exam, you have the ability to cheat on your exam or sleep, but you don't have anything other than attend class normally when it comes to that. So she's going to go to school, And she has 2 exams today, so because that's all she had. And I did have her, and that's what she's at right now. She's at her herbalism exam, which is what she was studying for. That was what she was just studying for. And Clark, yeah, I don't know that I ever got him the textbook, because you can study for the class material in the textbook. So we could just do that let's see if we can do it we'll just do it from the bookcase. I'm pretty sure you can do it from the bookcase. So we're going to purchase books. And then we're going to go on to university textbooks, except for that I should have double checked what I had actually put him in, which I don't remember for sure what his program is. So he is in computer science, because so we're going to go back in again, purchase books. And once again, university textbooks and computer science. It's not like the cost matters to them. So there we go. So he has his book, and of course it's on here. So we're going to open that, and we're going to drag it into his inventory. And he may as well just do a little bit of studying for programming principles, because he has 5 hours. I think I've talked about the fact that I have had my Sims, even though they'd max the skill, still get 10s for their class, which I find a little bit, let's hit play, annoying. But anyways, it's not like the studying is going to help him, because he already has maxed the skill. Studying will help you learn the skill, so that is 1 plus with it. So Jasmine, she's not doing anything right now. She goes to work this evening at 7, which I'll obviously do off camera. So that means we probably, let's see when their exams are. Let's double check. I really wanted to age up little Celeste, but I don't know that we'll be able to have a party for her. So his exam, he is at 3 till 3 o'clock. Evie will be done. So they're actually going to be done really early. So maybe we'll age her up around 3 o'clock. So I'm going to let them do their exams and do their own thing. And I will be back when they're done with their exams and when we're going to age up little Celeste. So everyone is home from school, or school and university. I guess it's all school regardless. And you can see my little rainbow over Alice's head that she has got. She's a B student now. She's essentially gone up a grade. And Clark and Evie have done their respective exams. So we'll see in the next part how they did. But we are going to grab out of the fridge the birthday cake I had Jasmine make when they were all at school. And we are going to, she was not very nice to the little teddy bear. So it hurt her empathy, but I want her to essentially make it up by, talking and hugging. And then we will have Evie age up her daughter. So we're going to come here and we are going to help blow out candles Celeste. So as soon as she's over here, we probably almost should have waited. I invited a bunch of people and probably should have waited for them to come, but I have already set it up. But we'll see. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time for it to happen. So when we are about to age her up, I will be back. And for once, it didn't take a lot of time for her to go get her, and they're both in pink. So let me get a picture. And there we go. It'll be the last of our fussy toddler, because she'll be aged up to a child. And we don't really get to see what she looks like with whatever the hairstyle they gave her, because she has that hat on. So she has all of her, she got her bonus trait. We're going to pick social for now, because there's people coming over. And I'm going to figure out what I'm going to replace the fussy with. I think I'm going to make her a little bookworm. So there we go. And I'll have to take her in to create a sim and to give her a makeover. But of course, Jasmine goes to work, so we have a window of how long we're going to have. And for some reason, our reputation doesn't seem to help us anymore, so that's not so good. It means we're going to actually have to do the goals for the party, which includes needing a bar. Because it says it's supposed to help with the party, so it was meant to be that way. So I don't know why it's not like that. Well, it's not her, because it's she doesn't have a reputation and it's not her party. Perhaps if we wouldn't have done a birthday party, it would have been fine. I've never had the issue. It has worked for everybody in the past. So we're going to go get ourselves a bar. Just the bar, that's all. No bar stools. We don't really care. And why don't we have Evie make the drinks? We'll put her over onto the food, even though it won't take off, but we can at least have her making the drinks. We're going to make drinks for everyone. And we will make Roubert floats. There we go. So hopefully they'll drink them. And we need to socialize with her. Yes, this is rather unfortunate. I would not have done this party had I realized that this was a thing, that they had taken that away. Because personally, that was made parties fun for me again, not having to really do all of this stuff. Because before they did the whole reputation helping, he has to socialize with his child anyway. So I didn't like parties, I have to say. And you can drink that, and you guys need to finish your drinks. Where did everybody? I asked people over, but no one seems to be coming. Did I lock the door? No, it's not locked. It says lock for specific sim, so it's obviously not locked. So people, these things are here, and they're a real nuisance. I think people can't, I don't know why they can't walk around them. Well, they're all gone. And I sold all the tickets too, which is why they have a lot more money. If you noticed, I don't know how much they had to begin with. I just know that I sold a lot of them, and it took me a little bit of time. So we're going to listen to alternative together because we have to have Sims listening to music. I will probably not be doing birthday parties for toddlers anymore unless they change this. Oh, and I always hate having to make a toast. Let's see. Is he still drinking his drink? He is. So we're going to come here and try and make a toast to Evie, because they're both standing, so I usually find that's helpful. Where even is he? Oh, he's all the way over there. I don't think you can toast kids, and she's not drinking anyways. And we need to eat cake, and she's sad. Well, you'll get happy once you see everybody, once you see the people inside. We're going to call to meal, so people eat cake. We still haven't had that toast done. Okay, you need to stop talking. Oh, we did get that talk with her for 3 hours. So you should come here and play. Well, I guess you have to eat cake first. Oh, she's got to go to the bathroom. Okay, you should go to the bathroom. Don't eat the cake. Don't worry about that. Just go to the bathroom. Are you eating the cake? No, you're not. Why don't you come here and play? Oh, work. Jasmine has to go to work in an hour. Hopefully we get through this. Clark, you may as well eat this cake. Eat. Take a piece. And you should take a piece too. And you can come and join this game. And we won't worry about this. We'll just put you on the mental one. So hopefully we get through this and get our gold. And before she goes to work. Which it doesn't seem like we are. Because I want to not have her go to work yet. Well, it doesn't really matter. Silver is good enough. What I want to do is I'm going to take her into Create a Sim and give her a quick makeover so we can take a look at what she's going to look like. So I'll be back once that's done. So we're in Create a Sim. We're going to take a quick look at her new look and her new outfits. I kept the hair. This was the hair she aged up with. So there is her everyday number 1, number 2, and number 3. And number 4, you can see I stuck with my pink theme with her. There are her 2 formal wears, pink / and a little bit of purple. There's her 2 athletic, her sleep, which she has 3, even though she probably won't sleep very much. Her swimwear, again, I'm not sure how much swimming that's going to happen, but there you go. Her hot weather, same thing, because it's getting cold. And then her cold weather, which is probably what she'll be seen in the most. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is her actual outside cold weather outfit that she has. So there is our little Celeste, all aged up to a child. And as I said, I am going to be back with this Let's Play probably around mid-January because I have to take the time to figure out what the best home is going to be. I have to build their home in the Brightchester neighborhood of Brightchester, and I'll move them over in probably a little bit of time. We'll have passed between now and then. I'm going to keep trying to work on Jasmine's aspirations, see if I have any more luck with that. But I will check in and we'll be back with them later on, and stay tuned for Solomon's adventure at university coming next week. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge Let's Plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!